Allah, Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan Allah. You are the Sultan, Ya Rabbi. We are your servants, Ya Rabbi. Forgive us, Ya Rabbi, for the sins we have committed, Ya Rabbi, for the wrongs that we have done, Ya Rabbi. Forgive us, Ya Rabbi. Pardon us, Ya Rabbi. Cover us with your kindness, with your mercy, with your love, Ya Rabbi. You are the best of teachers, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ultimate teacher. You have to know that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one that teaches. As He said in the Holy Quran, Ar-Rahman Allama al-Quran. Rahman has taught Quran. So if somebody is trying his best to be a good one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show him how to be good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, سَأُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِي فَلَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. I will show you my signs. I will show you what you need to know. Don't hurry it. Don't rush it. So many of us, we rush things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show. Today He sent us to the central London. Go learn. Go learn. We said, what are we doing here? It's time for a course. Practical course. Practical course. Muslims, Islam is not only by tongue. Islam is not only by prayer. Islam is not only by fasting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test you. He will send you in the middle of fight. And He wants to see what you learn. And so what happened? We went to central London, to the middle of the fire. SubhanAllah. I was intending to read that, and exactly that's what happened. See? I say, what do I read? Oh Mawlana, oh my Sheikh. First, let's ask permission from him. دستور يا سيدي يا سلطان الأولياء يا سيد القطب المتصرف نظرك يا سيدي مددك همتك يا سيدي الكريم. What do I read? Okay, I open this page and I put a mark. That's what you read. I didn't understand how I'm going to explain this, but Alhamdulillah, today Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent me to a place to learn how to understand this. This is not for people. People think that I read to tell others. No, I read for myself to understand first. They think, mashallah, I'm the sheikh. No, I'm not the sheikh. I'm just somebody that is reading my sheikh's teachings. Sayyidi wa Mawlai, Sayyidi Sheikh Nazim. Yeah. So how do you explain this? That's how people do it nowadays. They take books, ulama, mashallah, our scholars, they take books and they read. And they don't understand, or they understand, who knows, but they cannot express it because they have not lived it. You have to live Quran. Quran is not a book that it does not apply to your daily life. If we listen and read Quran like we are supposed to read, you will see Quran talking to you every moment during your daily life. During your day, you will find Quran telling you what you need to do, what you need to know. So with hadith. And what happened today? وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, اتَّقِ اللَّهِ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ means fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, means do what He told you to do. If you say, oh my Lord, I obey what you have done, what you have said, I follow what you have said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will teach you. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Obey, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will teach. Okay. Alhamdulillah, we are trying to be from the obedient ones. So what did He teach today? He sent us to central London. We did a circle, one big tower, on foot. And he showed me, Mawlana Sheikh has showed me what he says here. He says, ما هي صفتنا? What is our صفة? What is صفة in Urdu? صفة.
Sifat is same.
صفات.
Sifat.
What is our صفات? What is our characteristic? What is our feature? What is our quality? Who are we? What is our صفات in this zaman? Look, I speak Urdu. What is our characteristic in this time? What is the characteristic of human being in this time? I was reading it, and today I saw it. And I am one of them. Don't think, mashallah, I am so pure and no. I am one of people. What is our characteristic? All of us. We have 4 characteristics. We are asirun nafs. Asir in Urdu, probably not. Asir. It's the captive, the capture, the captured. During war, you have prisoners of war, POWs, captured ones. We are the asir, the captured asir, one captive. We are the captive of our ego. We are the captive of egos. We are tabi'ul hawa. We are the follower of desire. We are sahibu shaitan. We are the sahib, friend, the friend of shaitan. And we are khadimud dunya. We are the khadim. Don't say I'm khadim of sheikh. No. Leave that first. Leave that. We are khadimud dunya. 4 characteristics of a human being. And I've seen it in myself and in others today. Because I was planning to read this suhbah. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim sent me to Central London. Go see what is your characteristic. Oh, doctor. Mawlana used to call me doctor all the time. Doctor, hadi git, yalla. Go see your characteristic. See your feature. Our feature is we are captive of the ego. That means the ego moves us any way it wants. The ego is your lower self, your animalistic self. Animals like to do what? Eat, drink, mate. Nothing else. You are the captive of your ego, of the lower self. Okay, we went to Central London, eating, drinking, and mating. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. This is the characteristic of human beings nowadays. First one is they are the captive of their ego. Their ego takes them to eat, drink, and mate. 1. Tabi'ul hawa. They are the follower of desire. You go to Central London, not only London, always also other cities. Tokyo, Shanghai, Kuala Lumpur. I'm starting from the east. Bombay, Karachi, Dubai, mashallah, Dubai, keep going, Istanbul, Beirut, Istanbul, and then all the Western countries, going to America, to New York, to Chicago, to Vancouver, to LA, to Hawaii, and then to Fiji, and then to Sydney. Around the world, what do people do? They follow their desires. Go to Central London. When I went, what do you see? You see all these billboards showing your desires. Do you like this one? Oh yes, I do. You look at the other billboard. Do you want to be like that one? Oh yes, I do. Do you want to wear this one? Oh yes, I do. Do you want to ride this one? Ride this car? Yes, I want. Do you want to go in this restaurant? Yes, I do. What is this? Desires. What do you fancy? What do you like? This is the characteristic of human beings today. This is the second one. First, eat, drink, mate. Animal. Animalistic behavior. Second, your desires. What do you like? And they advertise it for you. And when you want one, you say, this is not enough, I want the second one. Tabi'ul hawa, the follower of desire. And then The third characteristic is what? صاحب الشيطان. The sahib. Sahib means somebody that's very close. It's from sohba, it's companion. The companion of shaitan. The companion of shaitan. What does shaitan tell you to do? Su and fahsha. He tells human beings to say bad and to do bad. We start slandering, we start insulting, we start gossiping, we lie, we cheat. All of this is bad use of the tongue. And then bad use of the limbs by doing fahsha, which is the worst, one of the worst sins by action. And fourth, khadimud dunya, the servant of dunya. You see people running how to catch more from this dunya. On the street you hear people talking. This is talking about his project, this is talking about the bank, this is talking about his boss, this is talking about the party last night, this is talking about this. How to serve this world, dunya. Khadimud dunya, the servant of dunya. So I didn't know how to explain this, but now Mawlana Sheikh Nazim today took me where? To the middle of it. Look, MashaAllah, if you try so hard, you can also build yourself a palace. What do our people do nowadays? They make the money here and they go back home and build palaces. Same in Lebanon. I'm not talking about Pakistan, I'm talking about Arabs. They go back home, build palaces. So they took us first through Big Ben, which was construction. You want to be somebody important? Look, you can be a politician, the parliament and all the stuff over there. We went going down by the park to hit that palace. Oh, see, you can also build a palace. If you work hard enough and you make good enough money and you cheat and lie in the way, you can make even more. Build the palace. And then they take us back to all the whining and dining. You want to do that? Yes, that's also done. That also can be done. So Mawlana Sheikh Nazim has showed me my characteristics and the characteristics of others that we can explain that this is our situation nowadays. People have been captured by their ego. We are captives of our ego. We are followers. We say we are following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did that. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam collected money and then went back and built a palace for himself in his country. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, astaghfirullah, I don't want to say any of that stuff that they do. Wine and dine and astaghfirullah. You see all the Muslims running in these shops, running in these restaurants, including myself. I'm not blaming others. Myself, I went to restaurants too. But you say I'm following Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when you actually you are following your desires. You say I'm the khadim of the Shaykh, I am serving my Shaykh, when actually you are serving yourself and your dunya. You say, mashallah, I am fighting my ego, when actually your ego is still you're still captive in your ego's hand. You say, I am the sahib, I am the companion of awliyaullah, when you are still the companion of shaitan. These Muslims, general Muslims. And how do you want things to get better when you are befriending the wrong ones? People are upset. Oh, nothing is going our way in our life. Oh, who are you befriending? Who are you following? What are you doing from the morning, from the minute you wake up to the minute you sleep? You are captive of the ego. You are follower of desires. You are the companion of shaitan. And you are khadim of dunya. وهذه صفات معظم الناس. This is the sifat, the plural, the characteristics of most people nowadays. There are people that are good, not saying good. Mawlana Shaykh is saying معظم means majority of people. Therefore, you have to do jihad and ijtihad. Grand Shaykh is saying, you have to struggle and you have to put your best effort to free yourself from the captivity of the ego. To free yourself from your ego and then to cut that desire. to get that desire. When you free yourself from the ego, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim is saying, there, Iblis will say, this man is not our friend anymore. First, you have to free yourself from desires. Do you have desires? Yes, we do. And plenty. And some desires we even are shy to speak of. Desires, plenty of desires. First, you have to cut off these desires. Second, you release yourself from the captivity of the ego. Third, Shaitan will say, this one is not our friend anymore. There is no friendship between me and him. Then you become free. So how do you do that? What do awliyaullah say? And this is a story of Shaitan. Shaitan, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim mentioned it one time. Every day, Shaitan brings out dunya to people as merchandise, and he says, who wants this merchandise from me? Shaitan decorates dunya with all its beauty, and he brings it out in your eyes. I means a human being. He says, who wants this dunya from me? Some people will say, we want that, we like it, we like what we see. What is the price? He says, Shaitan says, the price of dunya is to leave deen. To leave religion. Isn't there a song that leaving religion, or in the 80s there was a song, there was a song. Huh? There were lots of songs. If you want dunya, Shaitan is saying you have to leave religion. So some accepted leaving religion to take dunya. You can see their actions. Their actions are against religion, against deen, against Islam. Why? Because they want dunya. They want the slower world. They want the slower life. Some left dunya, they said we don't want it, and turned their back on it. And these are awliyaullah. These are awliyaullah. They said we are not interested in what you're offering. They turned their backs. That's why awliyaullah, you see how simple life they led. What simplicity they were in. What did they do? Awliyaullah, you can learn from them how to turn back from dunya. And what happened to the third group, which is us? We did not want to leave religion, but at the same time, we did not want to leave dunya. There's a third group, which is ourselves. No, we don't leave Islam, but at the same time, no, we don't leave dunya. So what do we do? Shaitan says, okay. They asked Shaitan, these awliyaullah, they're telling the story. So some said, yes, we take it. They left Islam or religion. They took dunya. These are kafir. Some said, we don't want dunya. We want akhirah. They left dunya. These are awliyaullah, anbiyaullah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the rest that have followed this path. Third, which is me in central London and all the rest around me, we said, no. We are Muslims, we pray, we fast, but we want to see. We want to taste. We want to hear. We like dunya. So what do we do? So we ask, give us a taste of dunya. Shaitan has dunya in his hands. It's a merchandise. The price of which is leaving deen. But the ones that don't want to leave deen, they want to taste. Sometimes you go to these ice cream shops and you ask for a sample. Right? Or a cake shop, and they give you a small spoon. Walaikum salam. Come. Because when there's movement, then the attention is interrupted. So what did we say? We say, can we have a sample? I pray, I fast, I go to Hajj, I go to Umrah, but I still want to know what the taste of dunya is. He says, give me something that I keep with me so I can give you a taste. A taste is not by your tongue. He asks for your eyes and for your ears. That means he asks for basar, sight and hearing. That's why Muslims that like dunya, they like to see its decoration, its zinat. Zinat, Urdu? Decoration. Its beauty. They like to see its beauty and they like to hear its news. So the Muslims that are into dunya, they like to see dunya. Maybe they're not too much into dunya like others, but they still want to see and enjoy. And they want to hear its news and how good it is and how beautiful it is. These are the ones that ask for a sample. So Shaitan has taken from them their sight and their hearing. So when he has taken their sight and their hearing, these ones don't listen to awliyaullah when awliyaullah tell them that dunya has a fault. Dunya is has a flaw. Not flawless, has a flaw. Awliyaullah, Anbiyaullah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told people that dunya has faults. Dunya has flaws. Dunya is shameful for you when you leave to the other side. But why aren't we hearing? Because our hearing is with shaitan. They are telling you dunya is not as you see. Dunya has been decorated by shaitan to deceive you. Why aren't you seeing, O Muslim? Because shaitan has taken your sight. And this is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. حُبُّكَ لِلشَّيْء يُعْمِي وَيُصِمْ. Your love to something will make you not see its faults and not hear its faults, let's say. Not hear or see its faults. يُعْمِي means makes you blind. يُصِمْ makes you deaf. That's why we are not hearing what awliyaullah are saying about dunya, and we are not seeing what awliyaullah are saying about dunya. Because we wanted a taste, we wanted a sample. And shaitan was ready for that sample. You want dunya? No. We want Islam, we want to continue with religion, but we want a sample of dunya. Okay, I will show you the beauty of dunya, which is a deception. And I will make you hear the goodness of dunya, which is also a deception. Dunya is a trap that shaitan uses. And the price is your place in Jannah. Your share from Jannah is the price of dunya. When you go into dunya too much, you are losing your religion. The deeper you go in, the more your religion is lost. And you see the people that are so much into dunya, and their name is Muhammad and Ahmad and Mustafa and Mahmoud and Hussein and all of that. Look how they are. They have gone so deep into dunya that they have lost Islam. So that's the third group. So again, why did we go to Central London today? For Maulana to show us that you are, oh doctor, don't think that you are something. You are the captive of the ego, the follower of desire, the companion of shaitan, and the khadim of dunya. That is the characteristic of all human beings nowadays. Most of them. You see, when you are around people, look, they are khadim of who? They are serving who? You know who they're serving. They're following who? They're the companion of who? And they are the captive of what? You can see all of that. Maulana Shaykh al-Nazm is saying, when you break that tie, أصبحت حرا, you become free. لا تقبل أن تكون خادما للدنيا. You do not accept to become khadim of dunya. When you cut that tie, that is desires and what shaitan is trying to sell you. When you see dunya as something, as a deception, that you will leave and go. Whatever you worked for is going to vanish. When they put you in that grave, everything leaves you. It goes to who? To your children. Not only your children, also your cousins that you never met. And your uncles and your aunties and your nephews and your nieces, and your wealth gets spread. So basically you are working for something that the inheritors will take from you. What big of a deception is that? That you're working, making. 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. What happens at the end? The inheritors, they take it. So you worked for who? For the inheritors. It is said that one time, at this moment, Maulana Sheikh Nazim has said, that a king was seen in the dream and his eyes were rolling in his grave. And when they asked the king, why are your eyes rolling? He said, I'm trying to see who took my kingdom from me after my death. His heart was connected to his kingdom and what he has established and what he has fought for and what he has crushed for and what he has killed for and what he has stole for. He looked, it's somebody else has taken it. His eyes are rolling in his grave and he has just become a skeleton, but his eyes are rolling to see who took the kingdom behind him. So that's the lesson of today. That even if you think that you are going to a nonsense place or no good place, when you are a good one, your sheikh is trying to teach you something. So when we went to today, he was trying to teach us, Maulana Sheikh Nazim was trying to teach us ourselves and the people around us, how they have become. This is the sifa. This is the sifa. So don't buy dunya. Don't buy dunya from shaitan. Shaitan is every day. He said, Maulana Sheikh Nazim has said it in his, you can go back to his suhbahs, up in his room. He says that he puts all the makeup on dunya and the decoration to show it as beautiful, something to be sold. And at the end of the day, he takes it away with him, takes it back with him, and in the morning he brings the dunya back for people to keep wanting to buy it. It is said that shaitan has bought dunya because he wanted to be something, has bought dunya with adabullah, with the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the ones that want to buy it from him, he says, I bought this one with the azab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I bought it with the ghadab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the anger. I bought it with the qati'ah, means the cut off from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Adabuhu, qati'atuhu, ghadabuhu. I think these are the three. So the azab and la'natuh, and the curse. I bought this dunya with the curse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, go down. So he went down to the dunya with the curse following him, with the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala following him, with the cut off from rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala following him, and with the ghadab, the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala following him. So when he is introducing it to people, he's saying, you have to pay me your share of Jannah. You want me down here? This is the price. You want to be up in Jannah? Leave this and go up to Jannah. So let's be careful. Let's try our best to follow the path of awliyaullah. The path of awliyaullah is not to be involved too much, to turn your back on dunya, and only accept from it. And this is again because some people they ask, okay, if we don't turn back our back on dunya, what do we do? What you do is لا يقبل منها. This is also awliyaullah have said. You have to yazhad. What is yazhad? Yazhad fi dunya. Yazhad means don't desire it. Zuhud is the opposite of desire. You don't desire dunya. ويرغب عن الدنيا, and you turn away from dunya. ولا يقبل منها إلا الحلال الطيب, and you don't accept from it except halal and tayyib. So we are in dunya. So what do? We only accept halal and tayyib. So when I was in central London, Because today I was asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness for what I've seen in myself and in others. And then when I went back and I started reading Mawlana's Suhbas, he said you don't accept from it except halal and tayyib. So when you go to such place, halal is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed you to ingest. So you only eat what was allowed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is halal. So when you go to such places, you don't go in and party with alcohol and all that stuff. No, you can go and eat what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made halal. That is allowed. So if you want to go on a trip with your wife, with your family, to downtown, go, no problem. But you can only eat what is halal. That is what you accept from this dunya, halal. Because sometimes they entice you. Oh, try this, try that, try this. Your friends, they come. Oh, just one puff from here, one puff of this, do that. No, only what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said as halal. Tayyib. Second, tayyib is what does not have the haqq, the right of another human being in it, and what does not have the desire of yourself in it. Two things. Tayyib. So you only accept halal and tayyib. Halal, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed to eat. So we know that. Tayyib is when you do something that does not trample the right of others. So what you are earning is earned by not chewing the right of others. Stepping on the right of others. One, and israf, and not extravagant. Israf. Nowadays they go and buy a purse for what? $6,000-$7,000. Why? And it's like a small purse like this. What do you do with it? I put my lipstick. Like this. Go buy a $20 big bag like this. Carry it with all your stuff. No, that is not fashionable. That is israf. So a mu'min does not accept from this dunya except what is tayyib. Tayyib means has no israf, no extravaganza in it, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum, Emiratis, Dubai, Gulf, mashallah. We see you at Harrods all the time. Buying one pineapple, 20 times the price of a regular pineapple. That is israf. A mu'min doesn't do that. Yeah, you go into these shops and do what? Spend 20,000, 30,000 pounds on what? On 2 bags or 3 bags. Is this israf or not? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like that. So tayyib is what does not have israf in it. No extravagant wasting, paying. One. Second, does not have the right of others. You don't steal from other people and go spend their money and you say this is halal and this is good. No. So a mu'min can be in dunya because we are in dunya, we are here, but we only accept from this dunya what is halal, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed it to be eaten and to drink. And what is tayyib, that means no desires of the ego mixed in it, no extravaganza, no israf, no tabdhir, means wasting, no wasting, and no trampling of the rights of others in what you earn. And then you're okay. No problem there. There's so many people are hungry. I'm not talking about our countries. No, here in UK, look how many homeless people there are. Trafalgar Square, there were homeless people on the side. I've seen it. And it's right in central London where all the rich shops are. They go in and they waste their money. And they come out and they see these poor ones and they don't have an ounce of mercy in their heart for them. Yeah, this is Tabi'ul Hawa. This is the follower of Hawa, of desire. All for me. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Ameen, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, forgive us. Make us from the mu'mins that accept halal and tayyib, Ya Rabbi. Make us from the mu'mins that liberate themselves from the captivity of the ego and cut off the companionship with shaitan. And be, Ya Rabbi, the companions of awliyaullah, Ya Rabbi. Give us that in our hearts, Ya Rabbi. Protect our children, Ya Rabbi, from such things. Protect ourselves from such things, Ya Rabbi. Make us from the ones that go around and see and hear for lessons. To take ibrah, to take a lesson, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, don't give our sights or our hearing. Don't let shaitan take them. Ya Rabbi, we want you. We want what is in Jannah, Ya Rabbi. What you have in store for us, Ya Rabbi. Not what shaitan can give us a sample of. Ya Rabbi, make us from the ones that follow Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And leave everything except you, Ya Rabbi, and come to you pure, with pure hearts and pure minds and pure souls, Ya Rabbi. Amin, Ya Rabbi, amin, amin, amin. بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبسر سورة الفاتحة. I hope the young boys not unhappy with me. I'm sorry. These are not my words. Maulana Sheikh Nazim's words. What he says is difficult to follow. But then you will know who is the true one, who is the genuine murid, and who is the disgenuine murid. Everybody claims to be a murid. Okay, can you follow what he says? If you can, then you are genuinely a murid. If you can't, then you are a fake murid. You have to liberate yourself from these four enemies. And you can go back to the beginning of the Suhbah and try to hear it again, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the ones that are genuine with Maulana Sheikh Nazim and genuine with awliyaullah. Ameen. آمين يا رب بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبسر سورة الفاتحة. Alhamdulillah, I saw also the flea market.
Yeah.
In Covent Garden, they had a section of flea market. They call it Jubilee Market. Jubilee Market. We went inside and we saw all the antique stuff. I remember Maulana Sheikh Nazim right away. Everybody used to come to Maulana Sheikh Nazim and say, oh, yes, Sayyid, I have no job. No job? Go get some old stuff. Go to the flea market and sell. I went to the flea market, I saw all these people selling. English, Pakistanis, Arabs, everybody has opened some. You look, all like little stuff. And they're trying to sell. They're trying to sell. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make their way open. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them their rizq because they are trying. Everybody that's trying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happy. He puts barakah in what they earn. And this is halal. They are trying to sell out of their earnings with halal way. Nothing mixed with haram. Ya Rabbi, that haram, take it away, Ya Rabbi, from our earnings. That is zakat. Zakatul mal, it cleans your dirty money. Some people don't know. What do? They hide their money in the stock market. No, zakatul mal is supposed to clean the dirty money that you have acquired. Sadaqah too. It cleans your dirty money. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes the impurities and leaves you pure. That's why zakat is important. But so many Muslims, they cheat. I hear what they do. Don't cheat. Give your zakat. It's 2.5%, 1 out of 40. You give to the poor. You will find poor to give. They will be happy and they will make dua for you. Also, it is said that when a thief, a burglar comes in and steals, basically he has stolen your dirty money. There was dirty money in your wealth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends somebody, if you're a mu'min, a Muslim, he wants to purify you, he comes and takes that and goes. Takes that dirty money, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of him. You don't have to worry about the thief. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is his Lord, or her Lord, she can be a thief. And he will take care of it. But you understand that what was stolen was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's cleansing of the dirtiness in our wealth. That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes at one time they cracked the sadaqah box. They had a sadaqah box in the masjid. Somebody broke it and took all the money and left. So they came to Maulana crying. Oh, Maulana. Oh Sheikh, they stole the sadaqah money. He said, if he didn't need it, he would not stolen it. If he had not needed it, he would have not stolen it. So it's okay, let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. See how his thinking is. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends that way also to clean a mu'min from the dirtiness that they have acquired intentionally or unintentionally. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us away from such people. We don't want thieves to come to our house. Ya Rabbi, protect us, Ya Rabbi. Make our earnings halal. Make our earnings halal. It is said also that the halal is the earning that you will not be asked about on Judgment Day. You will not be asked about on Judgment Day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to human being three things. And this is also hadith. He has given to you sawb, to cover your body. He will give you that. Even a homeless person has something on him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you bread that will push away your hunger. Even a homeless person gets that. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised. That I will not leave you without clothes. I will not leave you without some food that will push away your hunger. And He will give you a shelter. Even if it's a small one, He will give you a shelter. And you see the homeless sometimes, even if it's a cardboard box, they still have something over their head, or they go to a shelter, or they go... Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised a human being to provide him with these three things. With sawb, cloth, with khubz, bread, and with ma'wa, a place, a shelter to stay in. Even if you have no work, even if you're a crazy one, even if you have bad disease, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will always let these three things come to you, O human being. So this you will not be asked about Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send. So don't worry, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not leave you without food. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not leave you without clothes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not leave you without a roof. Even if it's a small room, you will have a roof over your head, wherever it is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us. All He wants that we worship Him, that we love Him, that we obey Him back, and not want this merchandise of shaitan. Because to get that dunya, you have to sink deep into bad stuff. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبسر سورة الفاتحة. Inshallah, we'll do little small khatam, small zikr, and inshallah after that I see the food is ready. We did not eat much in central London today. We only ate what was halal and little. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent us a piece of bread. Me and my wife, we got a little sandwich. We ate, and our daughter. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ya Rabbi, forgive us, Ya Rabbi. If we have committed anything that was wrong, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, on this trip, previous trips, future trips, Ya Rabbi, don't let us, Ya Rabbi, disobey. Make us from the ones that are always obedient to you and understand what you are trying to teach us, Ya Rabbi. Make us from the ones that listen and hear to our shuyukh and take lessons from what we see and from what you hear in your way, Ya Rabbi. Following Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his footsteps, Ya Rabbi. بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبحرمة الفاتحة. I tried to get the attention of the guards, they didn't hear. I was yelling, hello! No, they don't like it. They don't want dunya. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. أستغفر الله
يخالف الشريعة من كل ما يخالف الطريقة من كل ما يخالف الحقيقة من كل ما يخالف المعرفة من كل ما يخالف العزيمة يا أرحم الراحمين يا الله. أودعنا هذه كلمتي الشهادتين والاستغفار عندكم يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعندكم يا سلطان الأولياء سيد القطب المتصرف وعندكم يا رجال الله وهم لنا وديعة عندكم يوم القيامة يا من أرسلكم الله تعالى رحمة للعالمين. اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام وأفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. رابطة الشريفة. Bring the presence of Maulana into your hearts. Connect yourself to Maulana Shaykh. Maulana has said if you cannot do that, then imagine yourself in front of Kabbani Mu'azzama. Look at Kabbani Mu'azzama. Or in Rawza Sharif. That is the Rabita. سورة الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صلوات الشريفة. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. 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 سورة الانشراح. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سورة الإخلاص. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد 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 وسلم صل يا رب وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وآل كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. صدق الله العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى حضرة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وأصحابه الكرام وإلى روح إخوانهم من الأنبياء والمرسلين خذ ما شرائهم وإلى روح الأربعة وإلى روح مشايخنا في الطريقة النقشبندية العالية خاصة إلى روح إمام الطريقة وأوفى الطريقة خارج بهذه النقشبندي محمد وسيل البخاري وإلى حضرة أستاذنا مولانا الشيخ محمد ناظم الحقاني وأستاذنا الشيخ عبد الله فائز الدغستاني وسائر ساداتنا وصديقنا وآل خلق خالد وسيد عبد الخالق الغجدواني وإلى روح آبائنا وأمهاتنا وأبنائنا وبناتنا وإخواننا وأخواتنا وأعمامنا وعماتنا وأخوالنا وخالاتنا وأجدادنا وجداتنا وإلى روح أهل العبر وأهل بيت النبي المصطفى والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين والأمة عامة أجمعين ومن نحن في جوارهم أن to the soul of Rahila رضاء لله تعالى. الفاتحة. فاعلم أنه لا إله إلا الله 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 لا إله إلا الله. سيدنا ومولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد نبي الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد صفي الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد ناجي الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد خليل الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد كريم الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد أمين الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد شفيع الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلاة الله. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله وعبد الله ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم إلى حضرة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وأصحابه الكرام وإلى أرواح ساداتنا الفاتحة. وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم. صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وآل كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات، على أفضل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات، على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات، صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسله وجميع خلقه على محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه وعليهم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. ورضي الله تبارك وتعالى عن ساداتنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين، وعن التابعين لهم بإحسان، وعن الأئمة المجتهدين الماضين، وعن العلماء المتقين، وعن الأولياء الصالحين، وعن مشايخنا في طريقة نفس الأنبياء العلية. قدس الله تعالى أرواحهم الزكية، ونور الله تعالى رائحتهم المباركة، وأعاد الله تعالى علينا من بركاته وفيضاتهم دائما، والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتح. سبحان ربي العلي العظيم الوهاب. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ربنا يا ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم، وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم، واهدنا إلى الحق وإلى طريق مستقيم ببركة القرآن العظيم وبحرمة النبي الكريم. واعف عنا يا كريم، واعف عنا يا رحيم، واغفر لنا ذنوبنا بفضلك وجودك يا أكرم الأكرمين يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم يا ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اشفنا واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم عافنا وعاف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم ارحمنا وارحم أمواتنا وأموات المسلمين. Ya Rabbi, bless our children, Ya Rabbi. Bless our young ones, Ya Rabbi. Make them happy here and hereafter, Ya Rabbi. Give them what they like, Ya Rabbi, here and hereafter, Ya Rabbi. From Iman, from Ma'rifah, Ya Rabbi. From Rahmah, from Barakah, Ya Rabbi. Make their lives happy here and hereafter, Ya Rabbi. The ones that are seeking marriage, Ya Rabbi, send to them the right spouse, Ya Rabbi. The good one, Ya Rabbi. And the ones that have spouses, Ya Rabbi. Make them each other, Ya Rabbi, love, respect, and understanding, Ya Rabbi. And Ya Rabbi, make us from the ones that follow the footsteps of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and be kind to all humanity. Ya Rabbi, make us, Ya Rabbi, merciful to everybody. Make us helpful to everybody. Ya Rabbi, unite human beings under the flag of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, under the flag of Sayyidina Mahdi alayhi salam. Ya Rabbi, make us, Ya Rabbi, bring harmony and unity back to this world, Ya Rabbi. Let the fire on this world be extinguished, Ya Rabbi, and replace it with happiness and joy, Ya Rabbi. Ameen, Ya Rabbi. Make us from the companions of Ahlul Bayt, Ya Rabbi, the companions of Sahaba Kiram, Ya Rabbi. Make us always under the feet and under the wings of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Ya Rabbi, under his gaze, Ya Rabbi, under his protection, Ya Rabbi. Our children, our family, our parents, our ancestors, Ya Rabbi, all of them, Ya Rabbi. Make us, Ya Rabbi, in Jannah with the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with the company of Ahlul Bayt and Sahaba Kiram and branches, Ya Rabbi. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. Ya Rabbi, help us through the tests that we are going through, Ya Rabbi, whether it's in university, at school, in courts, in banks, in finances, in legality, in hospitals, Ya Rabbi, any difficulty that we are facing, we are asking that you remove that difficulty, Ya Rabbi. Also, remove every bala, Ya Rabbi, every calamity, disaster that has befallen us, Ya Rabbi, and befallen Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Help our brothers and sisters everywhere, Ya Rabbi. All the Muslim brothers and sisters all around the world, Ya Rabbi. Help them from the fire that they are in, Ya Rabbi. Extinguish that fire around them, Ya Rabbi. Help them, Ya Rabbi. Support them, Ya Rabbi. Ameen, 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 Ya Rabbil Alameen. بحرمة حبيبك الكريم, Ya Rabbi. We are asking to remove the illnesses, Ya Rabbi. Physical illnesses, spiritual illnesses. Any sihr, Ya Rabbi. Any nazar, Ya Rabbi. Any hasad, Ya Rabbi. Any jealousy, envy that has come upon our families, Ya Rabbi. With the barakah and rahmah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his Ahlul Bayt, Ya Rabbi. Remove all of that, Ya Rabbi. Block all of that from coming upon us, Ya Rabbi. Turn it back to whomever sent it to us, Ya Rabbi. Whoever wanted harm
for us, Ya Rabbi. Send that harm back to them, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, we are forgiving everybody that meant harm to us, Ya Rabbi. You forgive them too, Ya Rabbi. But prevent that harm from reaching us, Ya Rabbi. Anybody that's doing things secretly, Ya Rabbi, from sihr, Ya Rabbi, from calling bad spirits upon us, Ya Rabbi, upon my family, Ya Rabbi, upon the families that are present here. We are asking, Ya Rabbi, to turn away these evil spirits, Ya Rabbi, these evil, Ya Rabbi, magic that they are doing. Let it fall on their heads, Ya Rabbi. Protect your servants, Ya Rabbi. Protect your servants, Ya Rabbi. أنت خير الراحمين والله خير حافظا وهو أرحم الراحمين. You are the best of protector. You are the khayr of hafiz, Ya Rabbi. You are the best of protectors, Ya Rabbi. And you are the most merciful of all the mercifuls, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rabbi, protect us, Ya Rabbi. And in this month, Ya Rabbi, of Safar al-Khayr, we are asking to remove all the bala that is coming down, Ya Rabbi. Protect us, Ya Rabbi. Protect us, Ya Rabbi. بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبسر